just on the Northern Ireland Protocol, things have gone pretty quiet. What's your latest understanding of the talks that are going on?
Well, I think the issues are challenging, and I think the engagement is important. I think we all welcome the fact that the EU negotiating team and the United Kingdom's negotiating team have been engaging and continue to engage on the issue. We would hope that those negotiations would be successful, but they are very challenging, both for the UK government and for the European Union side. So I've never understated the challenges that face them. But the important aspect of this is that they are talking. And I do believe there should be allowed space to continue the negotiations.
Do you think they're getting close,
So you used the phrase quiet. In terms of negotiations, that's no bad thing. So I'm not going to add to any commentary other than to say that it's good that there's engagement.
And can I ask, we're coming towards the second anniversary of Brexit. Looking ahead to the relationship between the UK and the EU, how do you see that evolving? Do you think it will become closer? What would you like to see? I
would like to see it become stronger and closer because of the huge geopolitical issues facing the world and Europe and the United Kingdom. So the war on Ukraine is one such clear issue where there's been a strong alliance between the United Kingdom's approach and the European Union's. The energy crisis, the migration crisis, the hunger crisis now across the world. So all of that demands, in my view, very strong harmony between the United Kingdom and the European Union, along with the United States and other like-minded democracies, and indeed other regions across the world. And that is why, in my view, it's imperative that we resolve the issues around UK-EU trade and the protocol. And also then in terms of developing the British-Irish relationship. Also, we had a very good meeting last week with the Secretary of State for Northern Ireland, Chris Heaton-Harris, and his team, and Minister Graham Roberts, and discussing issues around energy and indeed cybersecurity. So one of the more substantive British-Irish intergovernmental conferences, which is an institution under the Good Friday Agreement. And we want to see that develop more strongly. And so a lot does rest on resolving the issue around the protocol. But the issues are very big now facing the world and very, very challenging. And that is why I believe it's important that we have constructive, harmonious relationship between the United Kingdom and the European Union.
And can I quickly, just add very briefly, could you ever see, some people in the UK want to see Britain obviously rejoin the European Union, maybe the single market or the customs union. Could you ever see that actually happening?
Well, again, I think that the decision has been taken by the British people. My sense of, in my engagement with all British politicians, is that they've accepted that decision. They're working on that decision. So I think the context, I don't see that context arriving back anytime soon. So we've got to deal with the realities on the ground now. Brexit has happened. So we have to create, the relationships now have to be based on that reality.